the raise to Social Security. Did you get it yet? Because apparently some people are, and that's exactly what I want to talk about right here in the video, so let's get right into it. Alright, another weird situation has appeared in regards to a raise to your monthly benefits. As some people have been reporting, it has already arrived. Well, that's what I want to talk about a little bit further right here in this video, so let's get into it and discuss the details. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and because I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm here for you right by your side each and every day, as I am very much dedicated to you, everyone here in this community, and to help you out in any way that I possibly can by watching all this new information hitting the wire, doing all the research, and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can see exactly how it's going to impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course anything out there right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of as a low income or fixed income beneficiary. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and always remember, I'm here for you in any way that I can be. That is my promise to everybody here in the community, and as always, I'm sticking to it. Alright, thanks again. Let's get into it and talk about another weird situation we can chalk up for 2022 in regards to your monthly benefits and what is actually going on right now. Alright, so let me lay out the situation here, and I'm very curious to hear from you down below in the comment section, because honestly, this really shouldn't be happening quite yet based on the calendar. However, let me lay out this situation. Now, obviously, a couple months ago, we got the announcement out of the Social Security Administration in regards to the cost of living adjustment. Obviously, this is not new information. We've known about this for a very long time now, and I've covered all the details here, so we don't need to go through all the details in this video yet again. However, we do know that the annual cost of living adjustment comes in January. Well, as I record this video in early December 2022, I've had a number of people reaching out to me over the last few days here saying, I just got my payment and it includes the annual cost of living adjustment with the 8.7%. Do you know why? Why did I get this already? That's a really good question. Now, here's the thing. I've seen probably at least a dozen comments coming in. Now, again, I know a dozen is not a ton, but at the end of the day, that's kind of a lot considering the number of people reaching out saying, I got my raise already and I have no idea why. Do you know why this happened yet? Now, here's the thing. This technically really shouldn't have happened until the January payment. Now, here's the thing. The payments that are rolling in right now are the month of December's payment, right? The one for January will be coming in obviously January, or for those of you that receive SSI, it'll be coming in the end of December. Again, you know that. But here's the thing. That's the payment that should be including your higher benefit. Why are these roughly dozen people, again, roughly a dozen comments that I've seen so far over the last couple of days here saying, I've already gotten this higher benefit. Do you have any idea why this is happening? That's a really, really good question. So I guess my question for that would be, are any of you other people here in the community also experiencing this? Because again, this is just the comments that I've seen, but maybe there's others out there that have, received this and maybe haven't commented or something like that, or maybe I just haven't seen the comments yet. I'm very curious to know what's going on here because, like I said, when it comes down to the annual cost of living adjustment, yes, obviously, SSI beneficiaries, you'll be seeing yours the end of December, and then, of course, the rest of the beneficiaries, everybody else who does not get your benefit, the first of the month or the end of December because of the holiday and things like that, it's going to be sometime in January. This payment that's going out now is the last one for 2022, right? So it should still include your normal benefit from 2022, the same amount you've been receiving all year long. So again, it's a head scratcher at this point, right? Anyway, I would love to hear from you down below in the comment section. If you've already received it, I guess cool. I don't know. I've also had somebody reach out and say, should I contact Social Security about this? Again, that's a really good question. Now, here's the thing. I don't know. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't really know what the best answer is on this one. I mean, technically, did they maybe make a mistake? Is there a little bit of a glitch in the system? Again, not really sure. This shouldn't be happening. I'm just being real with you right now. It should not be happening, okay? The higher benefits should be coming in about a month's time from right now, right? So, give or take a few days, depending on when everybody receives their payment, it should be coming in later this month or early next month, sometime then. So again, why the higher benefit would be coming in now is still kind of a mystery at this point. So I'm very curious to see, is this a very isolated incident, or is this something that's happening a little bit more widespread to more people than we actually think? Now again, if this is a very isolated incident, in my honest opinion, I would say, it might not be such a bad idea to contact Social Security if this is happening to you. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to say this much as well. If you did not receive the raise yet, don't worry about it, okay? Please do not be worried yet. You will get it. Technically, it's not supposed to be here yet, okay? So if you didn't get it, don't act like they forgot about me. I'm not going to get it. No, that's, honestly, that's probably a good thing that you didn't get it yet, just because if you did get it already, that might be a mistake, and they might be coming back and saying, we accidentally gave you the raise a month early. We're going to ask for that money back. So again, that's why I'm saying it might not be such a bad thing if you didn't get it yet, okay? So what I want to say this much as well, if this is a very isolated incident where maybe it's only happening to a very small percentage of beneficiaries, again, this is just me being real with you right now. It might be a good idea to contact them if you are one of the people that already received it for your early December payment. The reason for that is because, like I just said, is if they did potentially, make a mistake and pay you a month early, I'm going to say this much. They're going to come back for that money, okay? Whether it happens this month or in a month or in 6 months or a year, they're going to come back and they're going to want that back, okay? So it might be best to just contact them if you happen to be one of these people and say, here's the situation. It appears that maybe I got the COLA a month early. Can you look into this? Because you're going to get the letter. Here's the thing. Whether you want to keep it or not, don't get me wrong. I know we all want to keep it, right? I totally get it. But at the end of the day, being transparent is best, because you're going to get the letter. Otherwise, it's going to say, we overpaid you by $72 or $120 or whatever it happens to be. And they're going to say, we're going to need that money back. Well, here's the thing. Let's all be real for a second. Do those letters come in the most opportune time, as in, do they come in when you actually have a little bit of extra money, or do those letters usually arrive in your mailbox at the worst possible time? You know what I mean? We all know this, right? They always arrive at the worst possible time, and they say, oh yeah, by the way, you got to pay us in like 10 days or whatever it happens to be. You know what I mean? It's like a very short amount of time when you're feeling down, when you don't have any money, when things are bad, things are not looking good, and all of a sudden you get the letter. You know what I mean? And then they're like, hey, we need you to pay us in like a teeny tiny amount of time. You got 30 days. And we're like, seriously? You got to be kidding me. There's just no way right now, right? So anyway, my point is, we all know the letters arrive at the worst possible time. So again, if you happen to be one of these people, again, just saying, best practices, you may want to contact them and just figure out what's going on, because these shouldn't have arrived for at least another month here. So I'm just being real right now. Again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't get the raise. By all means, you're going to get the raise. But again, it typically arrives late December for SSI or in January, early January, mid-January, whenever your payment happens to arrive. That's generally when the annual cost of living adjustment would be attached to your payment. Why it's arriving potentially a month early for some people, that's a good question. Again, it's totally up to your discretion. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just telling you best practices. That's what I would do in this situation. I'm not in this situation right now, but I'm just saying, if I were in this situation, I would contact them, because here's the thing. Making the call and maybe having them take it back early would be better, in my honest opinion, than getting a dreaded letter at some point saying, you got to pay us back. You know what I mean? That's never fun, because it's not going to arrive in a good time. And then again, it's going to feel like you're coming out of pocket for that, versus if you just paid it up front, in that situation, then again, that's better, in my opinion. Again, that's just my honest opinion. But again, totally up to your discretion. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. I'm never here to tell you what to do. I'm here to give you the best information based on what I find, and to kind of give you the breakdown of what's actually going on and what I'm finding out there with all my research across what everybody else is here finding in the community as well. So, another weird situation. I don't know. Is it a glitch? Is it a mistake? I don't know. That's a big question mark for me at this point. So I'm very curious to read through the comment section to see what those of you here in the community are finding as well. Is it very isolated among the roughly, handful of people that are having this experienced, or is it something that's more widespread? Again, only time will tell on that one. Anyway, I hope this one helps you, but again, I'd love to hear your comments and your feedback down below. Did this happen to you? And maybe some of you haven't received your payments yet, and that's okay. If your payments have not arrived yet, maybe they'll be arriving here within the next week and a half, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. And again, this might be something that appears a little bit more as more payments are rolling out the door from Social Security. Anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends from your social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, have a good one, and I'll catch you again later in the next